Hello students, welcome back to today's video lesson. As you all know, your unit test 4 exams are already over. Now it's time for the preparation for your final term. In the last video also I have started the revision of chapter number 2, which is in your final term syllabus. In that I have discussed with you up to the symbols and elements and their symbols and how to write the symbols. So in this regard, today I will start from chemical formula of the elements. You know, the water chemical formula. Chemical formula of an element is a representation of molecules of that element. Means if you want to represent a molecule of an element, you have to write a chemical formula. Suppose the symbol of hydrogen is H, but molecular formula of hydrogen is H2. Okay, the chemical formula is also called molecular formula H2. It represents the molecules of hydrogen. Okay, so the symbol of hydrogen is H. Symbol of hydrogen is H, but chemical formula of hydrogen is H2. So in this way you have to represent it. Now what is atomicity? Atomicity is the number of atoms present in one molecule of an atom is called atomicity. If it's the molecule of, suppose the hydrogen has atom in its formula, it has H2. It contains 2 atoms, so it is diatomic. If the molecule of an element contains 2 atoms, its atomicity is 2, and if the molecule of an element contains 3 atoms, its atomicity is 3. So monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic and polyatomic. Okay, so we have the chart over here about the monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic and polyatomic, like sodium, potassium, iron, calcium, copper, zinc, magnesium, gold, silver, mercury, chromium, cobalt, manganese, lead, helium, neon, argon. All are these of monoatomic element. Okay, their atomicity is always 1. But hydrogen, it is diatomic. Nitrogen, diatomic. Carbon again is non-metal, which is a monoatomic. Oxygen, O2, is diatomic. Fluorine, F2, diatomic. Chlorine, bromine, iodine is diatomic. Phosphorus, it is P4. For phosphorus, it is P4. So it is polyatomic. It will be polyatomic. Similarly, S8 sulfur, it is also polyatomic. Again, arsenic, in metalloids, arsenic, antimony are monoatomic. In noble gases, krypton, xenon, radon are all monoatomic. So now it is a difference between 2n and N2. What it represents? 2n and N2. What is mean? It means that 2 nitrogen molecules, that denotes 2n, and N2 are not the same. Okay, so N2 represent 2 nitrogen atoms, whereas N2 represent 1 nitrogen molecules. So 2n represent 2 nitrogen atoms. Okay, and this N2 represent 1 molecule of nitrogen. Okay, so 2n represent 2 nitrogen atoms, where N2 represent 1 molecule of nitrogen atom. Similarly, if you write 2H and H2, Again 2H means 2 hydrogen atoms and H2 means 1 molecule of hydrogen. Okay, so these are the difference between writing the chemical formula and the symbol also. Now the next part of this chapter is compounds. What are compounds? As you know, when two and more elements combine together in a definite ratio or proportion, we call them as a compound. So suppose there are so many compounds: water, hydrogen, H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, nitrogen dioxide, NO2, calcium oxide, CaO, zinc chloride, ZnCl2. All are this called compound because suppose in case of water, hydrogen and oxygen combine together in 1:8 ratio by mass. Okay. Now, how to represent a compound? Compounds are generally represented by, again, chemical formula. The chemical formula of a compound is representation of molecules of that compound. It represents the number of atoms also of the individual element present in the compound and with the molecules. Suppose if I write the chemical formula of water H2O, that means it contains one molecule of water. In one molecule of water there are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen are there. Okay, so it represents both the molecule of the compound and the number of atoms present in the compound, individual elements present in the compound. Now next is the valency. The number of atoms present in the molecule of a compound depends on the combining capacity of an element is called a valency. So the combining capacity of an atom of an element is called valency. So you have to learn the valency of different elements. If the valency of an element is 1, then it is called monovalent. If the valency of element is 2, it is called divalent. If the valency of an element is 3, then it is called trivalent. But sometimes it also having 4, then it is called tetravalent. But valency cannot be more than 4. But sometimes few elements they are having more than one valency. In that case they are called variable valency. Generally there is a chart given. Suppose lithium, sodium, potassium, hydrogen, they are monovalent. Oxygen, magnesium, zinc, they are divalent. Boron, aluminium, trivalent. Carbon, silicon are tetravalent. But some elements, suppose nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur is having 3 valency, 2, 4, 6. Chlorine and iodine having 1, 3, 5 and 7. Manganese has 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7. Iron is having 2 and 3. Cobalt is also 2 and 3. Copper is having 1 and 2 and lead is 2 and 4. They are called variable valence. Means valency sometimes occurs of an element more than 2 forms or more than 2 or more than 2 forms also. Now how to write a chemical formula? You know, just to write a chemical formula, first of all you should know the number of symbol of the elements and also the valency of elements. Once you know the valency and symbol of all the elements, you can easily form the chemical formula. So some of the chemical formulas are given in the compounds are given. Suppose magnesium oxide, it contains magnesium and oxygen. So if you write magnesium oxide, okay, magnesium oxide is here magnesium is there, so its symbol is magnesium is O and oxygen is O. The valency of magnesium is 2 plus and it's 2 minus. So when you do the crisscross, what you will get? Mg2O2. Now both are having two atoms with the common factors. They can be cancelled. 2 1 2, 2 1 2. Ultimately the formula of magnesium oxide is MgO. In this way you can write the chemical formula of any of the compound if you want to write. Okay. Suppose calcium sulfide, if you write calcium sulfide, so Ca and its sulfide is S. It is having 2 valency, it is also having 2 valency. When you crisscross, you will get Ca2S2. Again by common factor they can be cancelled 200. So calcium sulfide is 2A CaS is the formula. So in this way you can write a formula of any of the compounds if you know the constituent element present in the compound, their valency and their symbol. You can frame any of the chemical formula. Okay students, I hope you have understood about these things, how to write a chemical formula, atomicity, valency and valence. So you should learn all the charts given in your book. This is very important. Next is the mixture. In the next video lesson I will explain you the mixture and the separations of components of mixture also in this chapter. After that we will finish the revision of chapter number 2. Thank you students for watching this video. I hope you have understood. In the next online class we will also discuss about this chapter one by one and do the revision work. Thank you students.